guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, well, I'm Ishasim, your one and only. So today guys, I will talk about the first steps on investing on a stock market for beginners. So first of all, what is investing? Investing is a set aside money while you are doing something like work. So kapag may work ka, may nag-aaral ka pa lang o student ka pa lang, pwede ka na mag-invest. Because investment makes your life happy. So today in our video, we will discuss on how to maximize the capital or your first issued money to invest in this platform in stock markets like in Forex. So guys, investing is maglalagay ka ng pera, maglalagay ka ng capital for a company, bibigyan mo sila nun, for their capital to trade for businesses and stock in the stock markets. Yung investment mo is pwede siyang madagdagan ng 100% or 150% or more than that. So, unlike consuming, investing gains money that added to your capital after the designated wait of time. Like it can be 12 months, 2 months, or even a year, or after 5 years, it is beside to you and to the platform that you will use or to the company that you will decide to invest your money. So, investing has a high risk. We should know that every investment has a high risk, so dapat alam mo kung ano talaga yung pagkakatiwalaang company for investment. Let's expect already that investment has a high risk of loss, lalo na kapag malalaki yung company, kagaya ng sa international company that I will discuss to you later or on the part 2 of this vlog. And the most common investment platform is doing the stock market trading exchange, which is the traditional one for all the traders. So guys, before investing, you should question yourself is that what investor are you? Are you capable of investing? Because we know that we have the high risk. Malaki yung risk kapag nag-invest ka. Kailangan alam mo, dapat alam mo na pwede kang matalo because of this investment. But you usually don't trade, but the company trade. When opening a brokerage account, an expert trader, a professional trader will ask you, are you ready for the risk? Or how much risk are you willing to take? Because if your standards are very high to them, kasi kapag hindi ka nag-risk, some investors wants to take active hand in managing money, and some just want to set and forgive it. It means that more traditional investors likes you to invest on stock markets, ETFs, or what we call exchange-traded funds, bonds, index funds, and mutual funds. So guys, ano nga ba ang pinagkaibahan ng investment sa stocks at sa funds? Well, syempre magkaiba na yun. Sa tawag pa lang at sa word pa lang, syempre magkaiba na yun. So let's first start sa stock mutual funds or exchange-traded funds. Mutual funds lets you purchase small pieces of many different stocks in a single transaction. Index funds and ETFs are a kind of mutual fund that track an index. For example, a Standard & Poor's 500 fund replicates the index by buying the stock of the companies in it. When you invest in a fund, you also own a small pieces of each of those companies. You can put several funds together to build a diverse portfolio. Note that stock mutual funds are also sometimes called equity mutual funds. Yun guys, so ang ibig sabihin nun is pwede ka magmay-ari ng company by investing, but not literally ikaw ang nagmamay-ari, but you invest to that stock market like sa mga Jollibee, Ayala, SM, Pure Gold, yung mga yon. Doon ka mag-i-invest sa kanilang stock market and you can own a share, not a company itself, kasi mag-i-invest ka lang naman sa kanila and kikita ka na doon after that market trade. So next is the individual stocks. If you are after a big company or a specific company, you can buy a single share or a few shares as very way to dip your toe into the stock trading waters. Building a diverse portfolio out of many individual stocks is possible, but it takes a significant investment. The upside of stock market funds is that they are inherently diversified, which lessens on your risk. For the vast majority of investors, particularly those who are investing their retirement savings, a portfolio comprised mostly of mutual funds is clear choice. But mutual funds are unlikely to rise in meteoric fashion as some individual stock might. The upside of individual stock is that a wise pick can pay off handsomely, but the odds that any individual stock will make you rich are exceedingly slim. So yun, nalaman na natin kung ano ba ang investment. So ngayon, ito naman yung tanong ko. How much money do I need to start in investing stocks? Well, I can say that the amount of money is $1,000 and it is in an individual stocks. So malaki-laki din yung $1,000. If sa Pilipinas, in peso rate, it is 48,000 plus, I think, for this conversion. But if you want less investment, you can try the ETFs. It's more, it's less than $1,000, but it's $100, and you can have a share and you can have the purchase for them for a share price in some cases, and it can be, like I said, $100 or less than that. So, Isha, how much money should I invest in stocks? If you are investing through funds, we mentioned this is the time preference for most financial advisors. You can allocate a fairly large proportion of your portfolio towards stock funds, especially if you have a long-term horizon, like kung one year or 3 to 5 years yung proportion mo ng investment mo. Doon mo lang kasi yun pwede makukuha after that time frame. So, a 30-year-old investing for retirement may have 80% of his or her portfolio in stock funds. The rest would be in his bond funds. Individual stocks are another story. A general rule of thumb is to keep this to a small proportion of investment portfolio. If you will choose a time frame for investment, I recommended you na ang gamitin mo is yung long-term investment kaysa sa fast or easy investment, kasi doon makakaipon ka sa long-term investment. Kasi yung some investors wants a easy money, easy cash encashment or withdrawal, kaya ginagawa nilang 6 months lang or 12 months. But I recommended you that you invest for at least 3 to 5 years for your future. And kapag bata ka pa, and if you're just a student or in your legal age, 18 years old, well, I recommended you long term para kapag 40 years old ka na, you can retire to your designated work with your money from the stock markets and mutual funds that you get from your investments. Also guys, also friends, also to all of the people, I suggest not to always do the portfolio of how your investment is coming day by day. Kasi kung titingnan mo yung lagi, you are expecting of something from the trade, from your investment. So I think you can look at it just twice or thrice a month. Are stocks a good investment for beginners? Well, I can say yes. Why? As long as you're comfortable leaving your money invested for it at least 5 years. Why 5 years? That's because it is relatively rare for the stock market to experience a downturn that lasts longer than that. But rather than trading individual stocks, focus on mutual funds. Why? Because within mutual funds, you can purchase a large selection of stocks within one fund. For example, you have 5,000 pesos. 5,000, kashing. You can put that 1,000 for any stock market like Jollibee, 1,000 for Jollibee, 1,000 for Ayala, 1,000 for let's say Pure, any stock markets on preferable of what you prefer. So yeah, it's mas maganda siya sa mutual funds kasi sa 5,000 mo, ilang stocks na yan, pwede ka na sa 1,000 each kasi nga mutual funds naman siya. At pwede yan lumaki after 5 years. So, what are the best stock markets that we can invest? So, I can recommend to you the mutual funds like index funds and ETFs. By purchasing this instead of individual stocks, you can buy a big chunk of the stock market in one transaction. Kagaya ng sinabi ko, sa 5,000 mo, makakalima ka agad na shares and investments. Index funds and ETFs track a benchmark. For example, S&P 500 or the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which means your fund's performance will mirror that benchmark's performance. If you invested in an S&P 500 index fund and the S&P 500 is up, your investment will be too. So yun, madadagdagan yun ang madadagdagan araw-araw until ma-reach mo na yung high limit. How should I decide where to invest money? The answer to where to invest really comes down to two things. The time horizon for your goals and how much risk you're willing to take. Sa investment, guys, ano lang yan? May tatlo lang yan. It's your time, how much risk, and the goal of your finished investment. Why the time? Because time takes place on investing kasi long-term siya. I recommend long-term for all of you guys. Time and the risk kasi magbababa ka din ng capital, magbibigay ka din ng pera, maglalagay ka ng pera for investment. And I prefer you research first the company before investing on them or the website you want to invest your money in. So, yung ano naman is yung reach the goal. Pangatlo, last is your reach goal. Ano ba yung goal mo? Bakit ka nag-invest? Ano ba yung gusto mo? Bakit ka nag-invest? So, yun yung kagandahan sa investment. Kasi meron ka ng plano after that long term of the time frame of yours.